Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. It's an off-the-cuff video, guys. What that means is I record and upload. There is no fancy editing skills. You won't see my intro symbol at the beginning. I do have transition buttons, so if there's noise outside of my control, I can stop filming, whether it's pass and carry on. Because I'm in here now, the biggest point of noise could possibly be the dog barking at someone outside or children outside. These weekly Wednesdays are essentially a Q&A. You guys ask me questions, I answer them. They are primarily model focused, of which is primarily Games Workshop stuff, of which is mostly 40k because that's the highest thing there is. But with that said, some of the sculpts for the old world are actually really exploding now. But anyway, I have a data card review, which I try and go through every week. Most weeks I don't get a chance to, but I've got one set for this week. Again, when it comes to data card, if I have done it before, I do apologise because I can't find the book where I've written them all down, which ones I've done. We have a weekly vote, which is over there. We'll see that is when I go over there. So let's start the questions, shall we? So I give you some general information about myself and what's going on in the workshop. I don't class this as a workshop now. I class this as a studio. The space outside, I class as the workshop. I've still got a little bit of space out there that I use for spraying and 3D printing and stuff. And if I want to cut some polystyrene or cut some boards, I've got space to do that. But I look at this more as a studio. As you can see, it's still stuff to be done, but I'm making great progress. I'm almost there with the studio. The plan for me is tomorrow to have this finished by tomorrow. Not 100% perfect, but just have it so it's functional. Now, there's a big box over there with, I'm sure there's posters in there. I've got some crazy posters for Warhammer. There's one of a Land Raider, and some of you will remember this one. It's a Land Raider, but it's the Land Raider, and it's got part of it's cut away. You can see inside the vehicle, and it's got like all the functions. What it is? This is this piston. This is this. This is that. And it's like a manual of how it works with the weapon layout and everything else. It's absolutely amazing. There's a few others that I've got. Hopefully, I can find them and get them up on the wall. Hopefully, they're not got any sort of damp on them, because they now they'll just get moulded, be thrown away. I had the Imperium magazine poster, lovely picture on that. It was Necrons and Space Marines. But as I folded it up and went to put this one side to bring up here, I realised that there was a bit of mould on it. I was like, so that had to be thrown away, unfortunately. So hopefully, I'm sure all those posters are in that big box. Okay, so as it stands at the moment, there's no game this week, because the only time that Mark was available to play was today, and I wasn't available. I only found out I wasn't available today until Monday afternoon. So unfortunately, there's no game this week. But I have been making some insane lists, and I think they're insane. I think they're really, really insane. So I hopefully next week we'll have one of those thrown at Mark, because I know he has a tournament at the end of the month. So it's just going through him deciding what army he's going to use, getting a couple of games with that army, tweaking a few things here and there and changing a few things. Yeah, so anyway, Monday's painting video was the Wraith Knight. I keep calling it Wraith Lord, it's Wraith Knight. Now, there was I think I've got it on camera. I was painting the model, and it slipped off my hands, and the gun broke off one of the shoulder guns. So okay, I only noticed it when I was 20 minutes there, so painting. Okay, no problem, just crack on. I didn't mention it in the video. I left it here on the desk, all finished. I went off to work, came in here yesterday morning, and the body was too fast. Top half had fallen off. I was like, oh, what the hell happened there? And then realised that the other shoulder mounted gun has come off. So I now have two of them. I have two of them now. and I can't glue them back on because the connection point for that is so weak. It's that little tiny little pip on the end here. So okay, I do have another Wraith Knight over there to spray and bring over and paint up as well off camera. So we've done that one on camera. The other one paint the same, but I need to print another fist for him because he's only got one fist for some reason. But yeah, that's that. Okay, so it's yeah, as I say this year as well. I'm gonna have tomorrow. The plan for tomorrow is to have this all finished and then film. I already started filming what I had over there versus how this looked first of all. It's an pretty much empty room, and I want to then go back and show what it's like there now, and then come in here and show you a good tour of this place. I want to have that done tomorrow, so that could be uploaded tomorrow. That's the plan. Okay, so it's October. Why have you not done any more orcs? I've got orcs to do. I've got the I think it's not the killer can. It's is it a killer can? It might be the killed killer can. I'm not sure. It's a big old like dreadnought type thing from the Control magazine, and I've got the death couplers from that as well to do. I just haven't the time. I'm trying to get all this done. I'd rather get this done and get this function than mess around with that. But I do plan on trying to get those done before the end of October. And I wanted to print some like tyres and some tracks for tanks, and then kit bash like an orc battle wagon. So I was looking on Coles 3D, and I found a print for the old battle wagon. I think there's like 13 or 14 different parts for it. I was like, oh, okay, just download the whole thing anyway, and then just pick what you want. Without looking through all the pieces on the program, on the plate on the program, I know the pieces I want. First of all, the tyres, and actually the chassis. So it's a flatbed with little bits coming up, and I want to print a couple of those and just go mad kit bashing them. Just do like all the bits and pieces I have left over from the spruce that are under here, just using those on there and just really beefing it up. So apart from that, and I think it's killer can, it's all like dreadnought type thing, and death copters. But I think death copters are like literally push fit, so they're going to be so simple to build. I have those to do before the end of October, so that's the plan. Right. The question here is, have you tried these in the game before? The question was about the Let's Build video of the two sister heroes. My answer is, where are you? That's the only other thing that could disrupt me. He's been called. Now the question was, have you ever used these in game before? This is referring to Let's Build Sisters, these two amazing sculpts. Now the answer is no, I haven't, but I looked them up before I got them in to decide if I wanted them or not. There's only one unit for them to really lead, in my opinion. That's the Celestine Sacrosaints. That's the sisters with the big axes and the shields and the bolt pistols. This lad leading them, bear in mind 10 of those, and these two guys can still go on a rhino. This guy leading them gives the unit devastating wounds on their attacks, which is savage. And this guy leading with them as well, because they're one unit, these two guys. He gives them 1 miracle dice every time the unit makes a kill. And when he's killed, when he's killed, you gain D3 miracle dice, which is very handy. And the handiest thing about that is they're a unit. Okay, so I could take the wounds on this one first if I wanted to keep this one alive for a bit longer, or vice versa. I haven't used them yet, but they are on one of my sister lists, ready to go against Mark with the 20 Celestine Sacrosaints, 2 units of 10. But I'm very keen to see what they do on the table with the unit. I see you have a 3D. You have 3D printed models. How often do you print? Not as often as I would like this year. Last year I went absolutely crazy. I was just printing. for me, this time of the year now, probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'd have to make sure the vat on the printer is empty and there's no resin left in the vat, because it's too cold to print out there then. Like the printer will still go, but it won't reach the temperature it's supposed to reach, so there'll be more misprints. So this is the waste. So, but this year I don't think I've printed a few bits and pieces. I'm trying to think now. I printed a few bits and pieces, but last year I printed so much. The reason I didn't print much this year is because, one, I have all the stuff still to sort out, and two, I didn't have the money to buy the resin. I kept an eye on it and just waiting for it to come down in price, and eventually ended up I was got some resin, so I started using it. I've still got some. So the plan is just to try and print those bits of the Yorks, and then, come probably April or so next year, maybe March, start printing everything I need, because of this setup, by then everything that's in that grey tray there, I think it's that one underneath it, one of those ones, is stuff that I need to paint off camera because I've already done it on camera. This is usually like a second unit of something that I've already done, or if I was pressed on time and I got one model painted out of 5, the other 4 sitting there ready to be done. All that should be done. Everything that needs to be done in here will be done. So I'll have more time to focus on, bringing that stuff up and sort it out. But yeah, that's that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring you down and show you a data card. Now, it's a Necron data card because I went to go with a Weldia one, and I was looking and I was like, no, what I need to do is go through on the app and look at the data cards, because what I decided when the Weldia was released, Codex, I thought there's no point in buying the data cards when I have these data cards. Not just one this Necron, but like I had their data cards from before the Codex release. All I need to do is look at the app and change anything on the data card that's on the app. Anytime the app changes, if something changes on them, change it on there. Okay. So I thought, I need to do that first for the Weldias and the Def Card before I do that. So I hope I have that done by next week. I can't promise because there's still a lot of stuff for me to do, but hopefully. So I'm going to bring you down and show you this data card. Now I only show you data card on units that I've actually used in game, so I know how they work and good ways of using them. So, like I said, I can't remember if I've shown you these guys before, but flayed ones for Necrons. Now for me, they are a must-have unit in your Necron army. Okay, they have movement of 5, so not very fast. Toughness 4, so Space Marine bolt guns will win them on 4s. They have 4+ save, which is not that great. But see, a bolt gun hitting them, they've still got a 4+ save. And if they're partially in cover, they'd be on a 3+ save. Well, not against bolt guns, because they I know they put against bolt guns, yeah. No, they wouldn't. There's no AP on it. They have 1 wound each, leadership 7, OC 1. Now, they're only armed with melee weapons, but they have sustained hits 1 and twin linked. Okay, so sustained hits 1 means when they're rolling to hit, any rolls of a 6 they get an additional hit, and twin linked means they get to reroll to wound. Okay, they are very savage in combat. There are 4 attacks each, so a basic unit of 5 gives you 20 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Strength 4, so wounded Space Marine on 4s. AP 1, so a normal Space Marine would have a 4+ save against them before any sort of buffs or anything else they can give themselves. Only 1 damage each. They are infiltrators, which means they start up anyone on the table as long as they're 9 inches away from any enemy model and from enemy deployment zones. And they have stealth, which means they're -1 to be shot at. They have rear image protocols as normal. They have flesh hunger. Each time a model in this unit makes a melee attack, if the target of that attack is below half strength, a successful hit scores a critical hit. Okay, so let me break it down for you. So if they're attacking a unit of say 10 assault intercessors and there's 4 left, okay, it's below half strength. Every time they score a hit, yeah, so if they score 3+, it becomes a critical hit. So they'll have sustained hits 1 on it. So they'll be doing sustained hits 1 on a 3+. This unit would be actually probably better against, say, a unit of like termagants or 20 orc boys or something. Something where there's a mass number of them, because all you have to do is kill like 51% of the model of the unit. So if there's 20 boys, all you got to do is kill 11 guys. There's 9 left. And then charge these guys in. They can just rip them to pieces. But this unit can be a unit of 5 to 10. Now the only problem is, with having 10 of them, they're more harder to hide. But if there's 10 in a unit and your opponent gives a couple of shots at them, you can always take it on a couple that are behind cover, and then reanimation protocols kick in, and you can get them back up. But yeah, for me, they are a must-have unit in my Necron army. I'd love to take maybe 2 or 3 of them, but it's just, the models are difficult to build, but I do need to get another box of them to show you guys an easier way of building them than what the last latest build was. Right, so that's that. Again, like I said, if I've shown you that already, I do apologise. Now, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring you down and show you the vote. So for everyone that's new, what is the vote? The vote is I'll show you a host of models, and you guys comment below on this video and tell me what you want me to paint for Monday's painting video. Okay, you can vote for as much as you like, but you can't say I vote for everything, so it won't count. But you can give me a description of third row up, second one from the left, because the computer's there. I can just look. There's no, I don't have to run out and have a look, come back and go, okay, it's this one, and then look at someone else's comment and they said, it's the same thing, but for a different model. Let's go back out and check again. Models are there, the computer's there. Well, there. So very, very handy, very easy. There is no Eldari in the vote this week, apart from the Walks by the Phoenix Lord, because that was given to me. So it's in the vote for 3 weeks, regardless of whether Eldari win the vote or not. And there is a wild card vote. The wild card is, you'll find out if it wins. And there's Creator's Choice. Now, Creator's Choice means if nobody votes, or if you vote for Creator's Choice, then I pick the model, which is very difficult to do, because I want to paint everything. Also, starting this week, until the end of this month, which I think is only this week and next week, I think. I'm not sure if next Wednesday falls into it. I think it does. I picked an Army of the Month. Now, what's all that all about? It's an army that I have where models will be painted for the army. So for the whole month, it will just be models from that army. I did put Necrons up there. I'm thinking about it right now. I should have actually left it for next month for Necrons because it's November. But it doesn't matter now. They're up there. There's not many of them to be painted, but they're there anyway. So you can vote for a model from the Army of the Month. You can either say, I vote for a model from the Army of the Month, which means if that wins the vote, then I'll pick one of them. Or you can say something specific from the Army of the Month. Or you can vote for the same for the normal vote. And I actually was looking through models, and there's not much left for me to. There's a lot for me to paint. And at the moment, there's still a lot of things that are just. But when I'm looking in the box, trying to sort it out, and there's 10 Dire Avengers and 20 Elder Guardians, and 10 of this and 10 of that, and it's like all mixed together. It's difficult to pick out single things. But no, there's not. I don't really have much left to paint, which is like on camera. Anyway, I'm going to bring you down and show you the vote now. And you comment on this video, tell me what you vote for. Right, so the army of the month is Necrons. We have a Plasmancer, we have the Leech Guard, and we have the Tomb Blade, which I do have 2 more of those to put together, and I've really put them off because they're a nuisance to build. So we have Khan the Betrayer. What it is, we have the Blade Guard Veterans, we have Black Widow for Marvel Crisis Protocol, we have the Stone Guard for the Space Marines, we have Crossbones for Marvel Crisis Protocol, we have the Minotaurs for Old Fantasy, we have an old Chaplain model, actually I have no ideas to build as well, we have the Infernus Marines, okay, I think they're actually pretty much the same as last week, we have the Wizards, obviously if they win I'm not going to do all of them, I'll do 2 or 3 of them, maybe 4, we have Captain Zemo, I think his name is, from Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have Spider-Man from Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have the Masquerade. We have Omega Red from Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have the old Chaos Warriors of Michael Noggle. There's 20 of these guys to do. We have the Pain Boy for the Orcs. We have the World Eaters Demon Prince. We have Saber 2 from Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have the 2 Sister Heroes, which actually are amazing. We have the All Spider Phoenix Lord. We have Chaos Legionaries, and I believe these are heavy intercessors. As you can see, I already started doing my colour scheme on them just to give myself a head start when it does come to be painting them. I still have all this stuff which I wanted to start getting done this week to go up into the boat. This old Warhammer, I can't remember what edition it was. It was the High Elves and the Skaven. That is all the Marvel Crisis Protocol models I have. So that's very interesting. Right, so don't forget to vote, please, guys. Comment below as always. If you have a question for me, okay, chuck a comment below. There are no silly questions. Okay, everyone starts the hobby new. Even veterans learn new things that they go, oh, I should have realised that. I should have known that ages ago. You know, there's no problems. There is no trolls, there's no stupidness that goes on here. Now, if you don't feel comfortable checking it below, you can go onto Unique Wargaming Terrain Facebook page. There's a messaging button there. Click on that and message me directly. That's a good for you if you do. If you're new to the channel and seeing this for the first time, hit the subscribe button because it costs nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube, shares the video and more people, which makes this incredible community, you guys, grow even more. If you want to support the channel even further, there's a join button below. Click on that and become a member of the channel. There are different tiers with different perks. I appreciate every single person that becomes a member of the channel. It really helps me out a lot. And I just hope the aim for tonight is to get this sorted out, you know, and then tomorrow finish the studio transformation type video. And because there's some stuff I really want to show you that I have here, like that behind my head. Okay, it goes, there's 4-drawer plastic thing, top and bottom, and I'm actually looking, I didn't buy those, they were given, but I'm looking to get some more of those because they are very handy. And you'll see, if I get a video finished tomorrow, which the aim is, should do, you'll see why. I was going to show you just a minute ago, so no, I'll save that till tomorrow. Because it's a game changer, I think. Especially if you're having a space like this inside, just to paint and build and store stuff, you know, and play. That is a game changer. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Votes below as always, questions below as always, and hit the buttons for me. Until next time, take it easy. Thanks for watching.